How's it? Today is Friday, September 16th, and I am trying to snatch 104, clean and jerk 126. I did not snatch 104. I missed it 2.5 times. You'll see what happens when I made a half. And then I did do 126, but I also got laid out like I've never done before. Literally, this has never happened to me before, and I am just a little confused as to how it happened. Not super surprised that it happened, but just something it's never happened to me before. So, uh, anything that it's never happened to me as a weightlifter, I've been lifting for I don't know, 12 years or something like that, 11 years. Anything that I encounter for the first time at this stage of my lifting career is a lot. Uh, it's interesting. You'll see when it comes up to it. But snatches today, I did not believe I was going to be able to do 104, but I had it on the docket, so I was like, I'm just going to go. And it just proved to be a little bit more difficult than I would have liked it to be, which is okay. It's not the end of the world. I didn't get hurt, so that's a positive. But yeah, these warm ups are not super great, and it is what it is. I am still trying to focus on start position being a little bit higher at my hips and allowing my extension to be delayed, or at least pull the bar into the correct spot of my hips to extend better. Like that's a pretty good one for 70. I also changed my warm ups here. Normally at 60 I do 2 powers and then one full. I only did one full, and then at 70 I normally do 1 power and then one full. I only did one full there as well. I'm not sure if that affected my overall top end, but it felt like that's what was needed of me today. So I changed it to give myself make my warm-ups not as challenging. 95 here. A little bit good, a little bit bad. My of course taking a step forward is not good, but that here's my last warm-up set at 100. That that aspect of me waiting for extension to be closer to my hips is really what made that lift work. Otherwise, I wouldn't have worked at all. Similar thing on that 100, even though I did ballerina a little bit. Um, that was the closest I did for 104. My elbow is okay. That's good. My wrist is not okay. I think I mentioned it on Wednesday, but my right wrist has been giving me a lot of issues lately. Yeah, definitely not as close as the first one. And here's my half rep. Um, Woo! And I just said, never mind. Um, yeah, even though the note says at the beginning of the video, it says no, don't push, or no more than 2 misses in a row at the same weight. That's what happened there, and that third attempt was not even an attempt anyway. So it's whatever. After that, I moved into my clean and jerks up to 126, trying to keep that same idea. Hold on to extension towards it's closer to my hip, and make sure my arms aren't pulling as much. Keep my chest over the bar a little bit longer as well. That does help a lot. Probably the best lift I did today. That looked kind of weird. That one looked more like Jay. I don't know. He probably doesn't watch this, but that one looked like how Jay lifts. That's not normally how I lift. That was a lot quicker than normal. For whatever reason, 100 is always the weight that I think looks the best on all of my lifts, which can be seen good and bad, but I've been able to clean and jerk 100 very easily for a very long time, so I wish that that number went higher. Like this 110 was not super great. Not bad, but not super great. And then 120 starts to get a little disconnected. Oh, that was a good one. And after that, I go to 126. Dip and drive on that one was a little bit odd. I failed this here. Pretty good as far as staying connected with my upper body. Didn't dive all the way to the bottom to catch it, and then I stood here for a little bit too long. And then I'm unable to kind of push my chest up and keep my elbows high before the start of the jerk. So the dip wasn't as good. And here's what I was talking about earlier. That this has literally never happened to me before. Um, and you know, I was okay. It's just a really humbling experience. And then here is a reattempt that it took a while to do. Actually, I wasn't gonna do this at all, but Keith, the homie, was like, "Hey, just try it. Why not?" I looked at him, asked him, "Should I try again?" And then he looked at me. He was just like, "Yeah, just try." That's all he said. And you know, I was able to do it, so that's good. It was really hard, but I did it, which is a positive for me. I didn't have time to do my front squats, so I planned to just do the accessories today. I did all the accessories though, and then just do my front squats tomorrow alongside the deadlifts and the bench press. So yeah, not too much else to say about that. Yeah, pretty middling day. Not super good, not super bad. Just another good training session in the books. And that will be it for today. Thank you for watching. Shoots.